4 weeks have passed since the Archaeopolis of Rhyme fell to the Bakram armies in hard-fought battle. Swift on the heels of their victory, it seemed certain they would continue their march toward Almorica Castle, yet the Bakram did not stir. In Fidark Castle too, the Dark Knights sat silent. The eyes of Valeri watched to see whether they would at last choose to quit their fastness and cast their lot with war. Not content to sit by and wait, Hierophant Balbatos set out to capture Almorica Castle at the head of a massive host. In crushing the castle's defenses with overwhelming force, he hoped to minimize his own losses while deterring the Bakram advance. With the Burnham Massif standing as a natural barrier protecting the seat of Gargastani power in Kuritani, any invading armies would be forced to pass first through Almorica Castle. The terrain at his advantage, Balbatos saw little danger in committing the forces of Kuritani Keep to the siege on Almorica. As the Gargastani armies emerge from the Sanji Weald, word of Balbatos' plans reaches Pavel.
Hello folks, it is me, I'm Biggy and I'm back, and this is Chapter 3, Deceiver and Deceived. Sorry for the low volume folks, because simply you'd know that, I haven't made Dolph Zevon's noise for a long time already. How do I make it voice? It was a mixture of Sean Connery, and it was,
what am I supposed to do with you, Barbas? Why cannot deny your insubordination? To act without leave of the High Champion is strictly forbidden, whatever the circumstances. Time again you were ordered to return, and each time you've ignored orders. Only now do you deign to grace these halls. I am Gold.
Galling, yes, the obstinate lout. Go on, beg forgiveness.
You talk too much, Martin, and I have an ill temper.
switching. I used to do a Stallone thing for him. Okay. Just how to do a switch up.
Yeah, what was that to do? The Nether region impossible.
Sorry.
We do not answer to Brunton. Speak true. You learned that the Zenobian Knights were in Rhyme and sought to do battle, is it so? And what if it is? The Valster and Gargastani will hack each other into the ground. What more can we want for? You see fortune and call it calamity, Belzephon.
Enough, Balzephon. What's done is done.
Welcome back, Lord Commander, as the Ozma and Oz accompany you.
What word of the wall is there?
We've received word that they rally on the Sanjiveld.
They think to bring the fight to Almorica in the Duke's absence. Good. Send a message to Volak. Tell him to double their watch and ensure the backroom, rather, the Regent does not move without permission.
As you command, sir.
Barbas, I'm sending you to Heim.
But Himes is leagued from the front.
Oh, wait.
But Himes is leagued from the front.
Steady, Barbas. I do not intend for you to serve as Castellan for the Regent, if that is your fear. The Liberation Front has freed Abuna Prancet from Heim Castle.
What?
Those partisan rebels may as well catch wind of our true task. Manaflora's whereabouts elude us, and now the Abuna, the only man who might know, has gone missing as well. Barbas, I task you with a mission of utmost import. Recapture Abuna Prancet, whatever the cost.
Yes, Lord Commander.
The two of you are to deal with the Liberation Front. Too long we have suffered them to move unchecked. On the honor of House Glacius, my brother and I will see it so. Commander Rabble. Common Rabble. There'll be a little trouble. Andora's search for Mana Flora is to continue. You and Martin will keep a close eye on the Wallister and Gargastani for us.
As my lord wishes, so shall it be.
Okay. Seem to have a huge sense of deja vu while seeing those things. Biggy, wait! of doing that, redoing that line. Yes, sister. What, Quechua? Do not tell me you intend to cross the Brigadier Flats. Oh, this again. The piece is already in motion, sister. If you do not move, then Vice makes for his own doom in Sonji. You'd match his folly with your own? The enemy has twice our number. What would you counsel us to do then? Wait here and polishing our armor?
Enough of that, Peyton. The resistance is clearly unmanned.
I see. First they lose the Duke, and now they can't find their spines. Stop it, both of you. What point in arguing amongst ourselves? The Resistance, the Alliance, these are old names without meaning. We are the Order of Unlimited Saga now. It's as Vice says. If you wish to argue, you're free to leave. The forces masses at Sonji and nearly the Galkastani army entirely. A scout reports that even garrison from Koritane has taken the field. Do you understand? The opportunity presents itself to strike at the Hierophant directly. If another means to victory exists, I do not know it. All well and good if we could reach Koritane, but how do we do that? There's only one approach to Koritane that will not alert them to our intent. We must approach them from behind the keep. But keep from the Brigania Flats. Impossible! The Brigania Flats are frozen wasteland covered in snow and ice the year through. For every step forward we would slide back too. And yet, there is no other way. Think on it. The Hierophant would never expect attack from the flats, and the Briganist cattle stand alone in that waste. We could hardly ask for a better fortified waypoint. The idea isn't entirely without merit. I've no doubt you're up to the task, Biggy. You'd better be, or we'll be sitting decoy for the knot.
Let us pray to the Father the corpse does not wither your courage, hero.
Flee? Now? Don't be ridiculous. I knew it. You're going to leave me. You have issues, Quechua. It's always about you, isn't it? Well, I've had enough. If you want to go back to Goliath, then go. I'll not stop you. I've always been terrified of being alone. Avenging our father is is that not why you fight? Why should I care to avenge him? He's no true father to us. Oh, what? He doesn't know! Yes. I mean, we are orphans, brother. He is not our father. Not by blood, at any rate. No, who told you this? It's a lie, it must be. It is no lie. I overheard him talk about it once long ago. In all the world, you're the only family I have. Why tell me this only now? Because you're leaving me. Leaving you? Our arm goes by where we are not at each other's side, and so it shall remain. I will never leave you, even though I just told you to go back to Goliath. There's the lie. You've chosen your war over your sister. How long have you cast me aside, until you forget me altogether? Never, sister. I'm alone without you. She needs to get laid bad. Quechua! Yes, Almerica Castle. Tenemouth Hill, and Pomfora Wood. Of all places. Yep. And let's see here. Bahana Islands, Brigandist Castle, Madura Drift. So we're actually moving all the way across to over there. And let's see, not our party, our Warren's report. And see what's up with the World Tarot. Not the World Tarot. I think, yep. So now we're in chapter 3, Deceiver and Deceived, versus these other two chapters. And I'm going to finish the game in the chapter 3 of Law. All the way to through to chapter 4 and to the end. Yep. Okay. Alright. Let's look at the talks. The Pomfora Wood is open to hunting. We don't need to go there anymore though, I don't think. Rhyme refugees have returned. So a large number of refugees fled to Rhyme for neighboring regions where the Bakram invaded. Fled Rhyme for neighboring regions. Those who had taken up in Fidok have started making their way home. The Bakram claimed to restore the public order in Rhyme thanks to this, but refugees say the poor treatment at the hands of people of Fidok had forced them to leave. And Mount Webbery, yeah, the has erupted. For the first time in 6 score years. 6 score years? I thought it was 6 years. 6 score years is a long time. That's 120 years? Yeah. A blast shook the land for miles, but tremors have now subsided. And what else? Duke Runway has been assassinated. Blah blah. New leader of the Haim Resistance. The hero of Goliath, Biggy, who acted swiftly to put down Leonard's rebellion, now heads the resistance. Biggy also has allied with the new Walliser resistance, which enjoys a great deal of support among the people. And Galgastan has gathered their strength. Hierophant Balbatos are massing in Sonjiveld and south of Corinthian keep. Oh dear. Okay, there's a couple of things we could do. Let me just double check on the things we're supposed to do. Let's head to the shops. Actually, at level 28, I think Kodal could now equip the Robes of Gloom. There we go. A little bit less on the magic side, but he will actually be able to cast dark magic with more damage now. It's dark magic necromancy. Yep. How much is augment darkness? Only 1+1. Yeah, we need to have him cast more dark magic. Yeah. Okay. What else? Not much else. Oh, Master Undead. Nah, not much else. Not anyways. Okay. And of course you we'll have you until you're at level 30 or at least 32. Okay, so I think we head to Quadriga Fortress. Yep, I'm gonna make a quick save on a different save file. And then we head up to the Medora Drift. Okay, 10 people. So we're bringing in our necromancers. We're also leaving Catcho behind, unfortunately. Oh, she's not actually supposed to be here. Anyways, so who else do we bring in? You, our only Lich. Ashley the Lich. Our beasties. And ranged ninjas. Okay, I think that should be it. Medora Drift. It's colder than it's colder than a witch's teeth. My God, we'll not find trouble out here. I should be back in Brigantis myself. Quit your griping. We have a patrol to finish. It's colder than a witch's teeth. Come on. Begging your pardon, Sir Hector. If weren't doing this for griping, honest. Easy, lad. Who'd rather be home in front of a roaring fire, eh? What is brings you all this way, Lord Commander? I'm no lord, just a common solider. Solider, like yourself. I was ordered to hold Brigantis. Yeah. Oh. You're even loyal follow to a house. It's string for the gallows. Whenever you speak of the High Commander like that again. Of course, sir. Forgive me, sir. Its first duty is to Legion Kingdom. My father, Sir Brian, taught me this, and his father, Sir Cornelius, has taught him. Perhaps you think that these age-worn vows bind us, but it's in time that such as these that their true worth becomes clear. Forgive me, Sir Hector, I spoke out of turn. Rouse yourselves. The enemy is upon us. The enemy? You think to encounter Galgastani stout so far afield? You don't come all the way this for naught, then. To arms! Yep. We need to vanquish Hector. Oh my God. Why? Why defeat a man of such high honor? Why? And you know why? Because it's the fastest way through. Okay, let's throw a rock at him. Yep. Can't quite reach, I don't think. Nope. You can, however. Just about. Let's see a variation in position. With this reach. Yes. Biggy moves forward. You stay. Yep. Yeah, you move up here. Up, up, up. Yeah. Of course. Of course, target our weakest character. Yep. Nope. Excuse me. I am Hector Didario. I am Hector Didario, son of Braham, Knight of Gargostan. Speak your name, Wallister. I am Biggy Pavo of the Order of Unlimited Saga, the Butcher of Goliath. Your infamies precede you. You're going to be condemned. Few of Wallister have tread so deep into these lands. We not reach Brigantis on our watch. Yes, move forward, please. We need you to move forward. Good. Let's move you to the side. Good. Let's move you right here. Fine, I'll move you here. Yeah, block your way. David will be healed instead of Hector. Sorry, the Butcher of Goliath coming through. Let's just slice you up. Evasion, and this battle will end relatively quickly, but yeah, as you can see here, let's see. Word of Pain. I think Word of Pain could just almost reach. Let's meditate and strike you down with harsh words. Yep, that should do it.
Bring the pain and gorded flesh.
Bye-bye, Hector. The tide turns, we withdraw. I'll be waiting for you at Brigantis, Biggy. Bye, Hector. Bye. Congratulations. Just wondering of evasion. Ah, I've leveled up to level 33. Oh dear. Means I really should yep. have some other units slowly catch up. But next episode is Brigantis Castle. I'll end this episode right here. I have a lot of exposition up until this point. Alright, right now it's me, I'm Biggy, and I'll be back next time. See you guys in a bit.